Have you ever cheated before in your life? Cheated on a test, cheated on a partner, just outright cheated. Yeah, it doesn't feel great, does it? Wrong. Today, we're going to be cheating, and it's going to feel absolutely fan-bloody-tastic. What do you mean? What did you cheat? I mean, I don't get it. Today, we are cheating Evolution. We are playing Butterfree Parasect, baby. So, if you don't know what Butterfree does, it does 30 damage, panic poison, and it does burn, confusion, and poison to your opponent's active Pokemon. For some reason, that was really hard for me to get out. I don't know why. I can't speak English. No. Now, of course, it looks quite lackluster, but trust me, it builds up and you can beat some big boys in the meta when playing this on the ladder. It's a fun deck, and of course we get to cheat evolution with the likes of Metapod and Caterpie having the adaptive evolution ability. So it's really fast, believe it or not. It's actually quite rapid. The hardest thing is actually getting the Parasects out. That's what I found strange. Yeah, this is going to be the deck we're playing today, and I can't wait to get into it. It's going to be a nice revisiting to Parasect, a card that I have such a soft spot for. Okay. With that said, of course, check out the sponsored message, and we're going to get into a game, boy. Are you looking for Pokemon codes? If so, please check out pdcgostore.com and use the code FTW for 5% off at checkout. What a deal. They always have sales, of course, which is great for when you're looking around and trying to snack some packs up to build that collection that you're looking for. If you do have the finances and you are able to do so, please do visit ptcgostore.com to grab yourself some codes. With that all said, though, of course, please do enjoy the video. This video is also sponsored by peppermint tea. I've been drinking a lot of peppermint tea today, and it's actually gorgeous. I can't believe I never actually tried any of it. I feel so awakened as an individual now that I have discovered that. Okay, do you know you don't care, do you? Right. I originally played this list with the likes of. We'll start the Oranguru. With the likes of, I had like Eldegoss in here. I was trying to be a bit turbo-ish and stuff, and be a bit tricky with the cards that I play, playing like Scoop Up Net, because you can do that in here. Obviously, being able to pick up your Butterfrees and evolve it all in one go. Again, great. So yeah, I was gonna try it with Scoop Up Net, but it became a bit more clunky as a result. Getting your Parasects out was just a bit harder. Oh, we're playing Butterfree. Nice. Okay, I haven't seen this deck on the ladder in ages. I want to make sure I'm in the, hopefully I'm in the standard, because obviously I've been playing a lot of expanded since you guys have seen that Phalanx V deck. It's not come out yet. I'm actually recording the day before. It was on the day it releases, so I don't know obviously how well it's doing, but I'm sure you guys have seen it. And with that, having to Marnie away this is kind of dangerous. Also, thank you. A while ago, someone did point out the fact that I'm being a bit dumb by using Marnie and thinking, where have the cards gone? They're on the bottom of the deck, sure. I know. All right, we're going to bank on having the evolution here. It's pretty easy to get out. We have Turffield Stadium, we have Evolution Incense. Here we go. Right, we've got it. Immediately from the get-go, we have a Butterfree ready to attack. This is what I love, right? We've got the Metapod in hand. Bob's your uncle. Here we go. Now, we're going to be dead drawing a little bit next turn, which is a shame. Odds of it in testing the deck that I've built here is quite slim. This is a very simple version of the deck. It just wants to get the Butterfrees out, it wants to draw, and it wants to get the Parasects out. It's so focused on getting things set up, because I feel like you're not going to win unless you set up. I'm sorry, that's what I think is the case here. I'm sure
that's common sense in the TCG, sure. What are you talking about?
But it's especially true with this deck here. There's no real leeway. You have to get going quickly for you to be able to really have a chance in the meta. You know, it is clear that the format we're currently in, due to power creep, it's very hard to play these kinds of decks and guarantee yourselves to get loads of wins in a row. But of course, that's not the main point. The main point is just to play something different, have a good time, experiment, and hopefully at one point discover something amazing, right? That's the great feeling, right? When you look around, test a bunch of decks, and then bang, you've got something just out of this world. Right, what's going on? What's going on? Lightning energy. What? Excuse me? Am I accidentally expanded and I've come up against a weird deck? I don't know. I didn't check. I'm sorry. Okay. Right, they've passed. This is strange. Very strange. But yeah, you're doing base 60 damage technically with the poison, burn, confusion. Parasects help build it up over time, and it's really cool. All right, so we managed to... Hey, look at that. So you can see here pretty much from the get-go, drawing seems to be quite consistent in this deck. There's a lot of top deck, all right? So there's a little trick that I do to guarantee that I get myself shuffle and then draw is I would use Turffield Stadium if I don't need to. Let's say if I've got my board set up, everything's good, and I have Turffield Stadium sitting there. If I've played a Marnie and I've Marnied away a card that I now need this turn, and let's say I have here a research, I will activate Turffield Stadium just to shuffle the deck and then get increased odds of drawing. Because obviously you're never going to draw off a research if you just Marnied that card to the bottom of your deck, right? Because research is top deck draw. So that's something to bear in mind when playing, because I'm playing a lot of Marnie research together. I think they're really cool. But it is a lot of top deck, bottom deck draw, right? A lot of moving around. You see fresh cards all the time, which is amazing. But there is that risk you're running, of course, of playing something that... playing something away that you're not going to see until you shuffle your deck, right? So having stuff like that, great. Obviously, quick balls, anything like that will still work. So just make sure when you're playing the Marnie research thing, do the shuffle the deck kind of thing if you're looking for a card that you know you shuffled away. Because I made that mistake in a video, someone pointed it out. I wasn't finding any evolutions I needed because it was on the bottom of my deck. Right, so we're going to quick ball away. I don't want to get rid of the energy because I want to attach it this turn. Also, doing cutting wind is kind of cool as well on top when you've done it if they've passed and they're struggling. I kind of like the idea of using Marnie next turn. I might ditch the Cynthia. Cynthia again is in here just to add that shuffle draw element if need be. Wow, only one Caterpie. We've prized 2? Oh, that is painful. Okay. Do we get the cat? No, we want to build up the Parasect. This is a bit greedy. Actually, screw it. Screw it. Screw it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. We're going to get the Caterpie down. We're going to Turffield for it as well. And we're going to get the Metapod on it too, which is great. Oh, it just feels so weird cheating Evolution like this. It's wild. There is another Caterpie you can play as well. Sorry, another Butterfree you can play using the cheat Evolution, but I don't think it's that great if I recall. But, okay, so we're set up just in case things don't go our way. But, I mean, our opponent's got a strange deck. They're setting up very, very poorly. I don't know what's going on. We might go with another one here, to be honest with you, because unless this picks up the pace, because I have no idea what's happening here. I have no clue, man. Absolutely no idea. Oh, wait. Am I stupid? Am I just dumb? It's a bird trio deck. Sean, you literally said that at the start of the video. I know, I'm dumb. Okay, leave it out. So they just played a Caitlyn and Cynthia. And they've hit the heads. They've gone for the ultimate Ray. They haven't even GX'd yet. Okay, so they're just banking on things, getting things going right now. They don't really have time to mess around for a GX attack. I get that. I get that, especially with the whole coin flip thing. That's what I think is really cool in this matchup is obviously ADP doesn't like retreating out. They can, don't get me wrong, and in an ADP Zacian list, they can just, charge up Zacian very quickly and then bang, they don't really need the ADP. But at that point, you're forcing them to the one prize matchup, which is where this deck will thrive and start to really shine. So, there's that. So, sometimes they do stay in the active and kind of just sit there and take the damage unnecessarily. Right, look, like this. Bang, easy. Turffield Stadium. Bob's your uncle. There we go. Butterfree's out there doing its thing. Now, we haven't got Brock's Crit, which is kind of a big card in this deck. So I'm a bit, kind of going through that. Now, I have to choose. Do I Boss's Orders and save that with the Oranguru for the Marnie so we can top deck it next? After playing this Marnie. And hope we get a draw supporter as well? Or do we Oranguru the Marnie and guarantee that we keep that next turn? I don't know. I'm going to Boss's Orders. I'm going to risk it. Because I suspect they're going to retreat here. Right, we're also going to Cutting Wind this turn because we don't need to use Panic Poison. They're already... they get the burn, but there's still more damage output. All right. Let's Marnie. We've got the Boss's Orders there. Okay, cool. Fine with me. Now, we got to get a Caterpie. We have to get a Caterpie. All right, we have to. Oh, no. That's even if we take prizes here. Well, the damage will build up. They probably will retreat. This is why the Boss's Orders here. But we just don't have another attacker. Because of prizes. Oh, no. Like, easily, if I had at least an extra Caterpie in deck, maybe Ditto Prism Star. I don't know why I'm not playing that, but I'm not sure if you can Ditto Prism Star with the cheat, right? I'm not sure if you can do that. Oh, no, you can actually use it on Ditto. I didn't know that. Okay, so Ditto's going in the deck. Heads up. But if I had an extra Caterpie, I would easily have netballed for that and be like, okay, next turn in case they retreat like so, be good to go. But that's if they have the lightning. They need the lightning energy. Oh, yep, spinner. There we go. They're sorted. We are now technically on the back foot because we don't have a Caterpie. We literally can't attack. The Brock's grid is gone. We have to attack with Parasect? What? Isn't it? Oh, this is a feel bad moment. This is just bad RNG. I can say that, okay? I can confidently say it's bad RNG now, all right? Usually I'll be like, okay, you know, maybe I misplayed or something like that. But I mean, look, what do you want me to do? I can't do anything. God. Really? RNG's gonna hit me like that? All right. Let's go for another one. I'm scooping. I'm not going through all of that. No way. Okay. So I'm gonna add Ditto into this deck to make sure that doesn't happen. That's the first time definitely it's happened. Of course, when I'm recording, I don't know. It's a thing. Regardless, we'll get into another game and let's hope we don't get a bit of bad RNG. Like I just dropped something. What was that? It's a Beyblade. A Beyblade. Beyblade. Yeah, I know. Cool, huh? Anyway, next game. Let's go. I still haven't checked if this was standard or expanded. Shit. Oh, good going, Sean. Okay. All right. Hands looking solid. I'm happy with this. Going second is actually the way to go in this turn. In this game. Putting off of turn on Butterfree in this deck's pretty solid, so I'm happy with that. I'm happy. You know, like the stars on my cup makes me feel special. What are we playing against? Hit me with it. Malama? Okay, that's kind of fine. That's not a bad matchup at all, to be fair. I forget this deck exists every time. I just forget. It's not a horrible matchup, to be honest with you. Do they come into range? No, their damage output is 130, isn't it? Because it's 10 of the Zigzagoon, unless they build up more of Zigzagoons, actually, I was thinking. So I was thinking 10 Zigzagoon, 30 Obstagoon, 90, that's 130. But obviously they can do more, so I don't know what I'm talking about. All right. Let's get the ball rolling. We could, in fact, gust that thing up and do it, but what's the point? They're going to evolve out of the special conditions, so we'd rather do that to them later on. But they will have us in range at some point and get the KO. So I'm going to play safe in Cynthia. Yeah, let's go for a Cynthia play. Let's just get stuff down here. That's a really rough start for us. But hopefully they're going a bit slow too. I hope so. By the way, let me know. I'm going to be playing a lot of Marnie now, and I think Marnie is a really great supporter card. Is it something that you agree with? Do you think Cynthia should still be played, or is there another supporter card that you think really should be played and is just being slept on? I like 4/4 Marnie. I really do. You can limit your opponent so much and guarantee that you see fresh cards. Obviously, you're guaranteeing they see fresh cards, if I'm correct. But being able to shuffle to control your opponent's hand a little bit, as well as draw fresh cards and combo with the likes of Oranguru. I think that's where Marnie shines, being able to Oranguru like a supporter onto top deck before doing a Marnie, so you can guarantee another draw supporter the turn after. I think it makes it really, really strong and consistent. Having two Orangurus down even better, because you can Oranguru Marnie to guarantee that top deck supporter card in your hand if you have one, that is. And then afterwards Oranguru another supporter or that same supporter, just to make sure that your opponent doesn't Marnie you out of it. So like there's definitely Oranguru Marnie is a really good combo, I think, personally. And research. Any sort of top deck draw works amazing with Oranguru, personally. And I can't believe I was sitting there like when Oranguru came out, I was like, it's not that great, it's alright, isn't it? It's one extra card. But then I completely neglected the power of it. But hey, here we are, now enjoying said power. And it's a non-V card. That's what I like. So it's not going to be that mad. I don't think it's that expensive, actually, to be fair. So yeah, a cheap, consistent way to play decks, if you have researchers and Marnies, that is to go for the Oranguru. Right. Here they go. Are they going to get their evolution? Obviously not, because they've done it to the Linoon. So they're going to do the retreat. Obviously, they're not designed to come up against us. They want big tag teams. They want V-decks. Basic V-decks. That is, this deck kind of caves to V-maxes, and that's where you would need your Sableye V, but even then, that's risky. And the more popular V-maxes get, the worse this deck technically gets, right? This is a rough research, I'll be real with you, man. This is a rough one. I'd rather not do it, but okay, sure. Sure thing. That's so much better. That is a nice Nice hand here. Look, we just benched the Caterpie and bang, we've again. Metapod coming out. Butterfree coming out. What can I say? Now we're going to Oranguru Marnie to the top of the deck. They seem to be struggling, which is great. And we will ditch the switch. Ditch the switch, boy. Get another Parasect. As I said, right? Parasect is kind of the hardest thing to get out, believe it or not. The Butterfrees are easy, mate. They are easy to get sorted. But, sweet. On the move. On the move. There we go. I'm liking it now. I'm liking it. And we haven't, hopefully, RNG'd a bunch of Caterpies into the thing. Oh, I forgot. Oh, no. I said I had a Ditto. I actually forgot to add it. Oh, I'm so stupid. When I said I had a Ditto, I was like, right, I'm going to say I'm a Ditto, and then I'm going to add it and play. I didn't add it. My brain completely skipped that step. But let's just pretend. Should we just pretend? Yeah, let's pretend. Let's pretend that I added it. Obstagoon. Here we go. Finally coming out with it. But. Do they have the energy? Oh, they're going for the red candy, so they're not evolving to the active. Fair play. Yeah, they don't have the energy, do they? That's fair. Now, we've got the boss's orders, so we can gust this thing up and you know, do some dirt on it, which is great. So that's fine. I would like to draw more cards, though, but, I mean, beggars can't be choosers. And on top of that, we're in a pretty solid spot, so I don't really think I need to right now. So, yeah, okay, fine. And of course, we just... All right, let's Turffield Stadium. Let's get the other Parasect going. The stadium's just ridiculous. And we will Oranguru the research on top deck in case they draw a Marnie. And we just go for the orders. Man, if I had a Caterpie down now, again, we'd have another Butterfree out. Ridiculous. All right. Obstagoon, out you come. Good luck retreating. You have one card in your hand, mate. This is not going to be great. Oh, I completely forgot I hit them for weakness too. Cool. Cool. And, oh, by the way, speaking of dark Pokemon, right? Did anyone see, I watched TCG Radio's video, and he obviously talked about the unveiling or the leak. Is it always a leak when a new card is released? Because it's not officially released by TPC. I don't know. But he did the video on Eternus. Wow, that looks ridiculous. You got the Crobat V coming out. Eternus, is it Eternus? I think it is. I haven't played Sword and Shield, so I don't know. So don't slate me in the comments. But Eternus V and Eternus V Max. What a wild! It's like Sky is literally like expanded. Is slowly creeping its way into standard, right? You've got the Crobat, which is basically a Shaman. Can't be used more than once. Bear that in mind. But basically a Shaman, and then you have Eternus, which is basically a Skyfield built into it. Huh? Only for Dark, by the way. So if you don't know what it is, Eternus VMAX does 30 damage for each Darkness Pokemon on your bench. Sorry, in play. That's important. And if you bench only Dark Pokemon, you can bench up to 8 onto your side of the field. A Skyfield for yourself, right? And then you have the Crobat, which is basically a Shaman, but can only be used once. So it's like a little, literally, I don't know who creates the cards. Is it TPCI, TCPI? I never know the way that they arrange it. But it's like they just looked at expanded and said, yeah, let's just put that in here. It'll be busted immediately. I mean, it's busted and expanded, so... Oh my god. That's absolutely jokes. Okay, I would like a boss's orders here, but obviously we haven't. So we're going to have to be taking out a Pokédoll. But hey, 'tis the way we are going here. Alright, I think we're pretty sorted now, to be honest with you. I would have liked to have the free Parasect, so maybe I shouldn't have been so eager to bench the Caterpie. But whenever I see a chance just to like bench a Caterpie and have a Butterfree the same turn, it's kind of cool. It's like having a basic 140 HP Pokemon that has a single energy attack that does pretty solid in the format. Now, obviously, there's a lot of ways to get out of this. You can retreat, and you know, again, it's not broken. It's not absolutely crazy. It's just something you can play, and it's something pretty fun, and you can annoy some of those ADP players with this, which is fun. I like that. Just like we're annoying this guy now, personally. So, yeah. And as I said, I did have like an Eldegoss type build and stuff, and I thought that was cool because you could recover your boss's orders and stuff and really start gusting. But it just runs so much better the way I've built it here, where it's just very streamlined. It's very, very simple. It just does its job. It's not too experimental. So if you want to take this list and use it as like a foundation to experiment with it, then by all means. I'm really happy with this so far, though. Oh, do they not have boss's orders? Let me know. Are you still struggling to get boss's orders if you haven't got it already? I'd actually like to know how that's going. I've just stopped. I've stopped at 3. I'm like, yeah, 3, that's fine. Don't need the 4th, not gonna get it. All right, so Oranguru, do your business, mate. Marnie, their setup is looking weak. Oh, wow, boss's orders, great. That's fantastic. So we'll boss's orders and we'll kind of stick the Sableye and hope that they don't get out of it in the next turn. Just attach energy, cutting wind. Actually, I don't even know. Do we even need to do that? What damage are we doing here? 70, and then the 2. Oh, we don't even need to cutting edge. We can pass, let alone do panic poison to get the KO on this. All right, so I think, I don't know if it's them dead drawing. I think it is because I haven't played a single Marnie. So it's not like I've disrupted them enough to stop them from setting up. They've just had a bad game so far. It happens. Happened to us last game. Yeah, traumatic times. Oh, they've gone for the scoop arena. Fair play. Well. I'm pretty stoked about that. That was pretty good. Alrighty. Well, Butterfree doing its thing. And yeah, I'm really happy I've covered it on the channel. But with that said, of course, let's get to the list so you can see exactly what I've been on about. And as I said, you can see it here. There's not much variation at all. It's very loads of 4-ofs. Just search, draw, switch, gust, and some sort of support Pokemon, right? And that's the basis to building a deck. Those are like the fundamental aspects of it. So that's what I wanted to do. Really wanted to focus on the fundamentals, and it's extremely consistent. It's even when you do dead draw, finding a way out of it seems to be quite decent. So that's kind of cool. There's many times where I was actually able to comfortably play Brock's Grits. You know, it is a controversial card to play because obviously it's a supporter card, and you'd rather have a draw supporter being pulled out than the Brock's Grit off your top deck if you're dead drawing, which can happen. But has not seemed to be a problem in my playtesting so far, which is great. All in all, very solid. You can be a bit more experimental, reduce the energy down to like 6 because we have netball, which is great for finding the energy. So you can even do that and start getting a bit more experimental with what you want to put in there. You can easily throw a couple of Eldergosses in there, but you have to bear in mind that at that point you are throwing a V down, which is a 2-price Pokemon, which is a vulnerability. So that's why I kind of ditched the Eldergosses as well, because it was a bit of a vulnerability in the deck. That it likes to slow burn, right? So you don't want to have something that's very easy to take out and gives away loads of prizes in a deck that likes to take its time and build up damage. Not a good idea. So I've actually managed to play this deck against like a Turbo Zacian and beat it, which is pretty cool. I posted it on the community tab. If you haven't seen it, it's on the community tab there on the channel, and you can see where I've managed to grab that win. A bit cheeky one there. You're not going to get that all the time. I just managed to do it, and I thought it was pretty fun. But yeah, with that all said, of course, do leave a like if you did enjoy it, and please do subscribe for more. Come on, join the March gang. Become one of the boys, you know? And with that said, of course, most importantly, do take care of yourself, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.